In your opinion, would the market go much lower from here? Question number one. Question number two, is now a good time to deploy some cash? Well, Hole in One Twice, we certainly will put the caveat that we can't offer personal advice, but do either of you, where's the market going? Is now a good time to buy? Either of you have a, Rachel, why don't you take that?
I'll jump in. It's a great question. I do think that trying to predict the market is always a difficult moment. It is unpredictable. That the only predictable thing about the market is that it is unpredictable. And I think that kind of goes back to the whole point of why the strategy of long-term investing is so great, because you don't have to predict the market. You just buy really great companies that you're going to hold on to for a long time. It's very possible that the market could go lower, but it could also go higher. And over the lifespan of the market, it's historically gone up more times than it's gone down. So I think that's also something that's really great to remember. In terms of like whether it's a great time to invest, I always love to invest in companies when they're on sale. I'm definitely not alone in that. And so I've written about this a lot in some of my articles, but I always say, personally, what I do personally is, well, if my savings are shored up and I see some great companies that maybe they're having a kind of a rocky few days and shares are down, maybe that's a good time for me to add a few to my portfolio. So I think it's always a good time to consistently invest in great companies. Again, not providing stock advice, but my personal sort of take has always been, if you're investing in great companies, then you can invest when the market's up, you can invest when it's down, take advantage of those sales, but kind of keep on keeping on. And in the end, that's sort of how you have a long-term winning investment strategy. Those are my thoughts.
I'd echo that completely, Rachel. Good points there. I also don't unfortunately know what the market's going to do tomorrow or in the next 6 months, but I do think that it's always a good time to invest. I like the way you put that. I'm personally, I would say pretty much fully invested, as I have been for a long time, and I have some cash on the sidelines, but I try to just regularly put more cash into the market, no matter what the market's doing. I don't try to read into what I might think of what the economy could do. I'm constantly reminded that I have no idea what that is, and even if I did, even if I did know the future, I don't know how the market's going to react to the future. Like if you told me that we'd be sitting here, 19 months after the pandemic started and the stock market's more than doubled, I'd say you're crazy. So, all those unknowns, all that just tells me is that I guess the strategy I like is just consistent, steady purchase, fully invest for long periods of time, and just try to pick good companies. And if you don't have one, and if you think things are a little bit more, the valuations are a little stressed right now, what I like to do, you could just buy the market itself, maybe not take on the risk of buying a growth stock that you think in particular is particularly expensive, but just put the money into an index fund that mimics the entire market, and just that way you invest and you're not taking inordinate risk if you think we might have a drop. But as you said, drops are always good news anyway. It just is an opportunity to buy more shares a couple weeks from now or whatever.